Alright, so get this. The infamous arch nemesis, the obese beast, aka Bozobeast, has done a video response. For some reason, he just can't show his face. He still has to hide. But, it's okay. He did a response. His response was basically about this bet that me and him made. Let's see, January, March, April. I'm guessing it was May. I don't know the exact date right now. I think it was May, possibly around there. It was after the April or so crash in silver from $49 or whatever down to, 35, whatever, 32, 33, then it was at 35. Now, he says that silver has never belonged at $50. It never has, never will. And we wouldn't see $50. And he even says in his video response, we wouldn't see $50 this year, and most likely not even next year. Now, there's no chance in hell of that happening. But as far, especially next year. So, if you recall, because he was referring to a video I made back before the crash from 50, when it was going from 40 to 50. And as a matter of fact, I think the price of silver at the time I made the video was somewhere between $43, maybe $44 an ounce. And I said, look, if you don't have any silver, I don't care if the price is $50 an ounce, you need to get some now. Don't chance this thing going down, or it could possibly go higher. It could. For God's sakes, it was $38, and then 1 month later it went to $50, $49. It's an $11 move in 30 days. That's crazy. So, it went up. Never before has silver moved like that. So I'm doing my video telling you, look, if you don't have any, it might be in your best interest to go get some immediately if you don't have any. And I said, if people like me who don't have, who already have some, we can afford to sit back and wait and see or whatever. But I went ahead and made some purchases at that time too. I bought 20 ounces at that time. I also bought, I think it was another 50 ounces or so at like 30. Actually, it was 57 ounces at, it was around $34, $35. And I kind of lucked out because APMEX lost the order, or actually it was the post office, so they had to give me the new price, which was 35, or 32, or excuse me, 33, 34, whatever it was. So, at the same time, I'm practicing what I'm preaching. I bought too, and I told you then, and I told you now. I'll tell you now, I'm not upset. You constantly buy, just like in the stock market. Do you just buy when stocks are extremely low and say, all right, I just put $5,000 in there, I'm not going to do anything else? Or do you continually put so much money out of your paycheck into some kind of retirement fund, stock market, whatever it may be, 401k, which again goes to the stock market, and you continually put money in there? It doesn't matter if it moved up 5% today and then tomorrow it moved down 7%. Most people don't pay attention, they don't care, they just keep investing and investing. 5% out of my check, 10% of my check, whatever it is, every single week, every single month, and you don't look back. The same thing applies with silver. I mean, obviously, this is an investment, but it's the best investment ever because it can't be taxed if you can know how to sell it, which is simply selling your silver for less than $10,000 per transaction. They don't record anything going to the IRS. You keep the money. It's all yours. You don't pay taxes. It's fantastic. And when you go to buy or sell it, they don't charge sales tax. Another benefit. Can you do that with the 401k? Oh, you took it out early, 10% fee, sorry about that, and you're getting 20% tax on that. There's 30%. How's that working out for you? So even if you're upset with your 401k because over the last several years it's gone nowhere, it's basically stagnant, it's actually gone down, and especially if you add inflation, it's going down. You're going nowhere, and you're going to lose 30% on that if you take it out early, if you can even take it out early. If you play by the rules and take it out when you're allowed to take it out, let's just say there's some people right now who are ready to take it out and they qualify, well, there's your 20%. Have a nice day. You lost 20%. Now, if you've been investing all that money, all this time in silver, physical silver in a safe, you would have a massive amount of fortune on your hands, even at $34 silver today. Because if you'd have done that like you did years ago when you first started saving, putting money away in the stock market or 401k or however long you've been working, if you did this 10 years ago, you had silver at $4 an ounce. If you did it several years ago, it was $6, $7, $8 an ounce. If you did it in the last few years, it's anywhere between $10, $15, $17, $18 an ounce. And today, it's $30. Overall, Well, if you look at the performance of where that's been for silver versus the stock market versus anything else in the world, and you can say the same for gold, by the way, it is the most phenomenal investment. You'd be jumping up and down, you'd be doing jumping jacks and backflips. You'd be so happy. And then when you go to find out, I can actually go to the coin dealer and sell, I don't know, $8,000 worth today, and get cash or a check from him, and then go to his bank and cash the check, so you don't have to have any transaction noted. You just got cash in your hands, tax-free, interest-free, state sales tax, whatever, free, in your hand. This is a no-brainer. So, of course, old Bozobeast hadn't made a video in his life, hasn't shown any proof whatsoever in his life that he's given some great advice on not to get silver. Which, again, how can you argue with the example I just gave you? But anyways, the Bozobeast wants to. So he hasn't had any videos or any kind of talking to anybody, no conversation saying, hey, I think silver's going to crash. It doesn't belong at $50. I know it's $38 now. Now it's 40, it's 42, it's 45, whatever. He didn't make any video coming out and letting anybody know, I think there's going to be a crash sometime in the near future, and it's going to go way down from probably around 50 down to whatever. Not a single prediction, not a single piece of advice, not nothing. And then he has the nerve to contact me and other silver bugs, because I tracked his comments on YouTube, because he did the same thing to all the silver bugs who tell people go buy physical silver. It's a long-term investment, go buy it. He has the nerve to contact all of us and tell us, but again, I'm speaking for myself, but I did see his comments on other people, silver bugs, and to say, I knew this was going to happen, I told you, blah, 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 I've been saying this, and it doesn't belong at 50, not now, not then, in 80s, not ever, it's going down, it's not coming back up, blah, blah, blah. I'm thinking, who the hell is this guy? So I click on his name, user account, just joined YouTube not that long ago, I think, if I remember correctly. Videos, 0. 0? No, you didn't really come here telling me that you said this and you knew this and silver doesn't do this and it doesn't do that, and you don't have a single video or any kind of proof whatsoever that you said something in advance of it happening. That's an epic fail. That's a failed prophecy right there. I mean, that's not even a prophecy, because a prophecy that failed, you just said it in advance and then it failed later. Then it would become a huge epic fail. This is 10 times worse than an epic fail, because you didn't even say anything in the beginning. This guy has the nerve to bust my chops and other people's chops. And then he does a video today talking about the bet we made. So the bet we made was that we wouldn't see those prices, you know, we wouldn't see $50 silver. And I said to him, listen, when I made my video telling people to get silver, I said the word $50 silver because I was telling people, get your silver eagles. I recommend the eagles. You're going to pay $5 and $6 over spot price. At the time, that's what you were paying, by the way, for silver eagles. So the price was being $50 and $51 an ounce to get them. But the spot price was $43, $44, somewhere in that neighborhood. So I said, you realize when I made the video telling people specifically that day, go get some, the price was like $43, somewhere around there, $44. And because of the increase in the fee that they charge on these silver eagles, that pushed it to $50. When I made my video, the price wasn't $50 yet. So then later on, as we start creeping, $42, $43, back in August. You know, even may have been before that. I don't know the exact date, but he comes back. No. We're betting that absolute spot price has to be 50. Well, spot price hasn't hit 50 yet. It was actually $49. And again, when I made the video, it was $43, $44 maybe. So, anyways, the point is, and I told him, I even said it then, I said, look, I really don't care. If you want $50 spot price, you know, in other words, you want to change the bet mid-term, you know, kind of like the government and the powers that be do, they change the rules right in mid-game. You want to change the rules in mid-game? Go ahead. You want $50 spot price? I don't care. We can just keep the bet going. I still think we'll see $50 spot price silver before the end of 2011. And if it doesn't happen, does it really matter? I mean, can you see where this is going? And every time silver starts to climb and do stuff up, the EU comes out, oh, we've come to an agreement. It's a nonsense agreement, of course. It just postpones the inevitable a little bit longer and then a little bit longer. But every time they do that, that longer bit gets shorter, 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 shorter. So, having said that, I'm going to make a... Now, pay attention, Bozobeast. I'm going to make a prediction in advance on this video. I'm going to upload it in a few minutes. In the prediction on my part is that the market rallies that we're seeing now, Europe is being saved, yeah, and this and that. Okay, they come out with a 50% haircut of banks and the markets love it. This little tiny rally we're seeing right now is going to be short-lived. Very short-lived. And we're going to be right back into square one with Europe saying, I guess all that, you know, the old buy on the rumor, sell on the news thing really does work. And the old rumor that everything was fixed through this, you know, staying up till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning over there in Europe, and they're hammering it out. And I looked at the photos of everybody in the little parliament building, or the Bundestag, or whatever the hell they call that thing. And there wasn't a freaking smile on anybody's faces. Everyone was just like, it almost looked like the market just crashed, and they were like standing around looking at the numbers. That's the facial expressions I got. And then this crap on MSNBC today, China to step in. China's gonna step in and prop up Europe. So now China's gonna step in. Isn't that the third time now they've made the same rumor? The same damn rumor from China. And the Chinese have not come out and said anything definitively one way or the other. Markets rally. Stocks go up. Bank stocks go back up. Buy on the rumor, sell on the news. It's so true. So, pay attention, Bozobeast. This is how you do things when you know things in advance and you're a pretty intelligent person. This market rally is not going to last very long at all. We're going to be right back in square one. Europe's in big trouble still. The banks are in trouble still. Bonds are still crap, etc. Gold and silver, on the other hand, are still going to go up one way or the other. It doesn't matter if they have these little downturns. As I've already said, it crashed down to $32 an ounce. Very recently, we crashed down to $26 an ounce. Remember that? And then it rose $7 in a 26-hour period to $32, $33. We had $43 silver in just September, August, late August. We had $43 at least 2 or 3 times in the early part of September. That was last month. You don't think silver belongs anywhere near $50 this year, for sure, according to you, and next year we shouldn't even see it either, but it might happen late in the year, according to you, late in 2012. And yet I can show you all the data. There's mathematical probabilities here that are guaranteed. If 2 plus 3 equals 5, that's a mathematical certainty that 2 plus 3 equals 5. We all know that 2 things of something and 3 things of something else combined together is 5. It is a mathematical certainty. The same mathematical certainty of Europe falling apart, and I can't give you guys the exact date other than soon enough, because that's going to be the truth. Soon it's going to happen. This whole time period that they keep extending it is more time for you to keep buying silver and preparing. But it is a mathematical certainty that Europe is going to fail. Guaranteed. Is the sun going to come up tomorrow? It's going to go down tonight and come up tomorrow. That's a mathematical certainty too, isn't it? Yes, it's going to happen. That's how certain it is. The same mathematical certainty, because of the reasons why Europe is going to fail and the United States will fail, for all the same reasons: fractional reserve lending, fractional reserve debt, fractional reserve everything, bonds. You can buy on margin. You can buy these futures contracts. You get to play with 100% of the thing, and you only get 10% input on it. That's leverage. Everything's leverage. The whole debt system across the world is the same. So the same reasons we're seeing problems in Europe is going to be the same reasons. Not even going to be. We've already seen the problems here in America. But those same issues that you're watching there first, that's like a futuristic view of America. What are they doing then? What are they going to do about that? It's coming here. What are we going to do? We'll just keep printing money and print more money. We'll get so much in debt, it'll be incredible. Just like Lindsey Williams said, they're going to now indebt us from now until the end of 2012, when he says they want the collapse to take place, the big collapse. They want all countries to be in such severe debt, it's just incredible. They will have no choice but to implode and collapse and default on the debt at that point. So it is a mathematical certainty Europe will fail. It is a mathematical certainty the stock market will crash. It is a mathematical certainty gold and silver will be going way up from their current levels as well. And we already think they're high now. You've seen nothing yet. Mathematical certainty. It's indisputable, undisputable, however you want to say that, it cannot and will not change. Those things will happen. What will change is the dates that they will happen. And nobody is going to be able to sit here and tell me specific dates of all these, this is going to happen on that date, that's going to happen on this date. We're going to see silver at $76.14 on, January 2nd, 2012. It's not going to happen. But I did feel pretty damn confident, and I still do, even though we have 2 months left of 2011, that we could absolutely see silver back touching that $50 range. And if by chance we get to 45, or, you know what I mean? Are you really going to be upset at old Jason at 4 telling you it's going back there? Just hold on tight. In the near future, we'll be there. And then we're going to pass it. There'll be a new high. And then from there on out, we'll go to a new high. This is how this goes down. Are you really going to be mad? Is Bozobeast really going to wave the victory flag on December 31st, 2011 if we're not at exactly $50 silver spot price? Is he going to wave that flag even though it means nothing, only to find out in a month or two later, or however near future, it goes to 50 and beyond? You have to love people like this who can't say anything until after the fact. And then after the fact, they're ready to go all in and bet you all kinds of stuff. I'll bet you it doesn't do this now. But you weren't betting in advance of this taking place. So technically, your whole bet is null and void, in all honesty. But we'll still have the bet, of course. So he did put up a video response. So in all fairness, if you want to see Bozobeast fight, it's just a 5-minute clip. Just go to youtube.com/DAOBESE Beast. Obese Beast. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and link it in my description here. So you can, I gotta give him credit. He did a video response finally. So in all fairness, I'm gonna go ahead and post his video. It's not really a response to me, but I'm just gonna put the link. In other words, he didn't message me saying, do you approve this video response, and I have to hit OK. He just said I did a video response, so I'm gonna post the link to his video response. and there's one thing that's probably gonna set you off your chair laughing hysterically. When he claims that all my subscribers are going to end up leaving me and going to him to get sound and good advice. Yet, I've got 400-something videos. You can go back and check all of my videos, all of my advice I've given, and see where it stood the test of time and how decent of advice it's been over this last year and a half, 2 years. And then go click on Bozobeast and notice there's like no videos of anything. There's like really nothing. Matter of fact, I think his videos, there's 2 of them total. One was when we first met each other online, and he was trying to be funny, dropping a bunch of dollar bills on his table. He actually went to the bank. He actually went to his bank, asked for like $2,000 or $3,000, $4,000, I'm not sure, and they gave it to him. It's got wrapped on there, $2,000 wrapping of $100 bills. Takes them out and starts dropping them in front of the camera, laughing, as if he just made a fortune because silver prices crashed. Now, think about this. In order to do that, you would have to go to your bank and request, I'm here today, how can I help you, sir? I need $4,000 cash out of my account. Okay, here you go. To go home, take the $4,000, and then to do a stupid YouTube video that no one's ever watched because you have no subscribers. Now he's got a few because people want to see what he's saying, and from messaging me in the background, they're already telling me this guy's a complete jackass, and I understand why they say that, but who would do that? Who would go to the bank and go get paper money to flash on your screen? I mean, this is fun. This is like baffling. Now, sure, you can go to your safe and pull out a silver coin and say, hey, this is what it looks like, and but who goes to the bank and gets money out to do a video response to someone to try to bash them on why silver's bad and all this cash money he had on the table? Now, here's some more interesting advice, or not necessarily advice, but here's an interesting comparison. When he made that video, silver was in the low $30. It had to be because it crashed down from 50 down to 40, whatever, 49, dropped in the mid to low 30s. Had you used that cash at that time to buy silver, it had already reached $43 like 3 or 4 times in total since August and September. You could have made a small, not a fortune, but you could have made a phenomenal return on your money if you bought at the low when the Bozobeast was taking his money and dropping it, because he put it back in the bank, of course, because he probably wiped his bank account out, knowing Bozobeast. So he probably put the money back in his account and was like, yeah, sweet, let me log into my digital bank account and look at those numbers. Ooh, I got 4 G's higher in the bank now. How much interest am I getting on? Oh, half of 1%. Yes! I'm making money. Meanwhile, silver went from 32 to 43, 44 several times since that. So if you missed it once, it's already done it several times early in September also. So it happened about 3 or 4 times. You could have took the 32, 33, whatever dollar low silver at the time when he was making his funny little video and then invested it back into silver, which he was bashing, and then made a phenomenal return on that money. But old Bozobeast don't play that. He went ahead and put his money back in the bank. Oh, you gotta love some of these clowns out there. It's just incredible. So anyways, I wanted to share that with you because in all fairness, Bozobeast doesn't have any subscribers really that are going to know he put a video response to me. And since I've got 3,500 or somewhere around there subscribers, because I'm that kind of nice guy, I try to be fair. You want to hear both sides of some story? No problem. Even if it's against me, sure. I'll let you hear what he's got to say. And if you want to comment, if you agree with him, by all means comment and agree with him. You can. If he's telling you something that sounds like sound advice, sound knowledge, by all means, blow smoke up his rear end, give him the praise he deserves. I'm pretty sure you're probably not going to do that, but whatever. Anyways, take care.